Welcome to Governance Corner by Ask Lagos, a podcast where we talk about government policies and difficulties in a way that everyone understands. Every week, we look beyond the headlines and talk about what government is doing, why it matters, and how it affects you and I. With me today is media consultant and governance analyst Kamaldeen Mustafa. It's an honor to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here with you today, Sioma.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. So, the conversation we're going to be having today is a conversation that concerns everybody, and that is governance and accountability. Interested residents have been talking about a certain issue that has been happening in the past couple of weeks. It's been gaining traction everywhere, and that's the story of insecurity with Oyo State. And people have been asking about accountability upon local government areas. Concerned people have asked about how millions of naira are allocated to local government and there is no accountability for it. What do you have to say about that?
All right, thank you very much for having me, Sioma.
Okay.
I think one of the things we need to understand about accountability from government is the fact that government needs to be accountable to its people. That's a fact. That's one thing we need to understand. However, there is a mistrust between government and its people. Okay. There's that kind of trust issue. So people don't trust the government enough to say, okay, whatever you are telling us, we can say, okay, this is the truth. What you are saying, we can take it. Now, what is accountability? From the word accountable, just show workings. Exactly. Let's see what you are doing. Tell us in all honesty what you are doing for us. Let us see the result of what you are doing. Now, how can government be accountable to people, or why is it important for government, or why is it important for accountability between government and its people? Is the fact that if you as a government, you are coming to me as a citizen, as a resident in your state, you are seeking for your mandate from me, you are calling to me, you are imploring me, you are convincing me, showing me your manifesto during campaign that I should vote for you. All right? That, okay, this is what I will do, this is what I can do, this is what I'm going to do for you. And then in turn, I listen, perhaps I feel like, okay, maybe you are able to convince me. And then at the end of the day, I said, okay, well, let me go out there to go and cast my vote for you. In my own point as a citizen, as a resident of that state, I've been able to do what? To be accountable to you, because the election umpire are going to do what? They are going to count the numbers of votes. The highest number of votes will determine who is going to do what? Win the election. So without me being accountable to you in that aspect, you can't get to the seat of power. You can't get to the office. You can't become a governor. You can't become a president. So I've done my own part. I've come out, I've cast my vote for you, looking at how you've been able to convince me. Now, that's my own part. When you get to the seat, when you get to the office, when you get to power, it is important for you to also now do what? To give back to me, to be accountable to me. And that is why a lot of people can say that accountability is transactional. Okay? It's two-way contract. Yeah. It's a social contract between the people and the government. We sign a contract. So I've been able to be accountable to you by giving you my vote. So the next thing for you, so when you get to the office, also do the needful. All those your promises. You want to build houses, you want to build good roads, you want to build hospitals, you want to build schools, okay, training centers, and then ensure that there's security of lives and properties. Those promises you made, then you should be able to do what? To put it. I should be able to see the results. All right. So if you are not doing that, that means that you fail on your own part. And that is where this mistrust happens, whereby a citizen will now feel like it is when you get there, that is when you start saying all things. We don't even see you. But when you need us, when you need me as a people, for me to be accountable to you, you come to the nook and crannies of the state. You find me wherever I am, and then I try my possible best to do what? To be accountable to you. Now, do what is needful. Give me back what I've been able to give to you. Because without my own vote, without my numbers as people, we can't be there. Because it is the numbers that is being counted. All right. Now, at the end of the day, government would not always be accountable to its people. It is just, let us just understand that accountability is very difficult to achieve. The same way is a contract between you, a tenant, and its landlord. Same way between a husband and a wife in marriage. Okay, it is very important for you. It is important for you as a husband to be accountable to your wife, to your children, likewise the wife to the husband and the children. However, cases might happen whereby the husband might do something in the interest of the family, but would not want to be accountable to them because of maybe I don't trust them enough with this
yes, or
information.
they may not be able to take it. It's too much for them to handle.
You understand?
Okay.
So we cannot always be accountable. We can. There's nothing like 100% accountability.
Okay.
Even the God that created us is not accountable. He cannot give us 100% accountability, because if He does, the world will not be as it is. All right. If it were to be when we were created, or God told us that, okay, go into the world, or don't worry, I've created everything for you, just go and live your life the way you want it. No one believed that we'll come to this world, to the face of the earth, and then life will be like this for us. If I have been told while in heaven that if you are going there, you face it, or you struggle, or you go, your eyes go, you understand? People will be scared to say, okay, I don't want to come. All right. But it is just the way it is. It's a natural phenomenon, kind of like it's nature. Now, what are the people expecting from government is that, okay, once you get there, try as much as possible to do what? The resources being provided to you, use it for the good of the people. Okay? It's for example, I'm giving my wife money to, okay, this is for food, this is for this. At the end of the day, it is important for you to come and give me account. Okay. Tell me how you are able to spend the resources I provided to you. And the same thing goes to government. If the taxpayers' money are being given to you, you earmark your budget, you should be able to come out and say, okay, I've been able to do this. I've been able to show workings. Look at the hospitals that are built. Look at the roads that I've been able to construct. Look at the equipment that I've been able to provide to the security for them to be able to secure your lives and properties. Look at the schools that I've given to your children so that they can have quality and affordable, education. So those are the things that people or citizens are looking forward to from government. But the issue, the irony of all this is that when someone is looking for that seat of power, and then it comes to the citizen and pleads with them, convince them to get their vote. And then they support the person to get to office. The moment they get to that office, they forget those people. They see them as the last ring on the ladder. Like they are down, they don't even exist. Okay? They see them as people at the back end. That is why when people get to the office, places that they visited before, they don't go there anymore.
You have to write letters.
You won't see a governor going to that nook and crannies again.
Exactly.
You won't see a local government. Some of them will not even stay in that community. They will say they are not live.
They don't just come for campaigns and
God bless you. So they don't live there anymore. All right? Since they've been able to get the mandate of the people.
Yes.
Now, why is that? Because there are two people that do support government, or do support the candidate whenever they want to do what? To get to the
office.
To the office, to the office. Now, the citizens are playing their part.
Yes.
And they are the ones that do the major part, because they are the ones that go out there to cast their ballot. They vote in the sun, in the rain, they go out and do that. We also have people from the backside. These are corporate bodies. Okay. Private entities, people of a high, worth net in the society, individuals that has it all and stuff like that. They support government by providing resources, by donating to their campaign, by giving them resources. Okay. Now, once they get to power, those ones might not vote. Those people and the corporate organizations, those private individuals, they might not vote, but they are saying, I can donate millions of naira into your campaign fund so that you'll be able to have money to do all this. When they get to the office, government would now face
them first
before
the people that voted for
you
them.
see, these corporate individuals will be the one to get contracts in millions of naira.
Okay.
They will be the one to get contracts to construct roads, to build houses, to build schools, and the rest.
Okay.
Whereas, you see those people that go there, these
people that actually vote,
that voted, those are the real people. Those are the ones that will be getting 50,000 naira empowerment.
They give them rice.
Those are the ones that will be collecting rice, collecting ororo. They will be the one that they will be sharing POS for as empowerment.
Yeah.
They will be the one that will say, let's come and train you for 3 months and give you washing machine.
Yeah.
We'll give you air dryer.
Yeah.
We'll give you sun dryer.
Yeah.
We'll give you drying dryer. We'll give you this and that. You can see the disparity.
Yeah.
So that is where this mistrust happened, where the people are now seeing it as a disconnect from them. And then when you look at all what I've mentioned earlier on, you can now see the reason why people are always asking government to be accountable to them. Let us just see what you are doing. I personally, as a citizen, don't need you to give me big contracts. But if you give me good roads rather, if you give me good hospitals where I can access quality and affordable healthcare, if you give me schools where I can send my children to, if you provide portable, drinkable water for me, give me electricity, light up my area so that I can move anywhere, provide me adequate security that will be able to protect me wherever I'm going and my family and people around me, I'm good to go. I don't need the contract as a people, as a citizen, as a resident. Okay, but do government do all this? No. And that is why they've been able to fail in accountability to the people.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, I like your explanation using family, using marriages. I mean, it's really basic. It just brings it down to what is actually happening. And that's the truth. We face these things every time. We see them outside when it's time for campaigns. We see them, in fact, even roads that are bad, when it's time to do campaign, they just come and quickly do something, just say it can be motorable for them. And then after the campaign, we don't see them again. Now, my next question is that for communities, when government facilities are failing and small communities are facing insecurity, who should be held accountable? Is it the local government people or the federal government itself?
All right, you see, one of the things that we fail to understand as people in this country is that we don't know that there's one thing they call tiers of government.
Okay.
So and then I believe that a lot of people that we all go to secondary school now.
Yes,
so
government.
At least we are taught in school, yes. Government. So what 3 tiers of government. We have the federal government, the state government, and the local government.
Yes.
But I think one of the problems that I've seen from an average Nigerian is that we focus too much at the center and failing to understand that we have other 2 people that we can hold responsible.
Okay.
And I think it's majorly part of the fact that is it that I don't think it's that we don't know. We know, but it's just how am I going to put it? People just decide that okay, let us just focus here. Let us find someone that we can put the blame on as a scapegoat. We can. It's not saying that you want to hold that person accountable, and that's one part. Another part is that kind of how am I going to put it? Government we run in this part of our world, in this country, there's too much focus at the center. All right, everything federal government. This federal government. If you want to do this, federal government. If you want to do that, federal government. Okay, in some states, you will see some roads. They will tell you this is a federal government road. This is state road.
Yes.
The road might not be there. They'll tell you it's classified as a federal government road because the way our constitution is being built, is being written. So, and at this, I think from years back, we've seen that federal government has been shedding some weight, some saying that, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. Let us take it back to the states. Let us take it back to the local government. For instance, the Electricity Act has been signed. Okay, every state can generate their own electricity. All right. Some roads, federal government will tell you, go and construct it. We can even refund you. Okay? And rail, before railway, it has to be federal government that has to build it. Before now they are saying that, okay, the Railway Act has been signed and they're okay, state can also. So a lot of things and stuffs like that. Now, who do we hold accountable? Look at what happened in Oyo State. There are several news online that said that they were getting 16 billion for the past 4 years. And they got 435 million every month or every year and stuff like that. There are a lot of figures being thrown out there. These are some of the consequences if you are not using the resources of the people for the good of the people. We've been told, we've seen a report that says that there are no good roads in that local government. Is it now Orire local government or what's it called?
That's what it is.
Yes, no. Even though the schools
are not even well developed. I mean, it's still in a very bushy area. That's why they could get away with what they did.
And there's no police. I saw a story that said that the police post in that local government is like a 2 hours drive
from that place
to the school.
Ogbomoso uses Amotekun more than police.
You understand? Now, and the point now is that those in charge, the local government, the state government, are the first point of call before it gets to the federal government. What are they doing? What are they using the resources for? Why not use the resources that is meant for the people for the people? It is, like I said earlier, you don't need to be 100% accountable. You don't need to be 100% transparent. Just do what you know that these people need. And I know Nigerians don't really want too much. Just provide good roads. Not the road that we are building and we are constructing and we say we are constructing roads. Just give us good facilities that we can all be proud of. Okay? Those are the things that people want. At the end of the day, we need, as a people, to start holding those at the grassroots accountable. We need to start telling them to engage better with us. We need to start meeting up with them, engaging them constructively, and letting them understand that these resources that is being provided to you, use it for our own good. So from your question, from my own understanding of what has happened, I think those people that are meant to be held responsible and accountable are the people in charge at the ends of affairs. Those that are closer to you, first the local government and then the state government, before we now start talking about the federal government, because it is when issues or situations as reach the level whereby you cannot even say, then you escalate it. But these cases of insecurity, kidnappings and stuff like that, it can still be nipped in the bud by the state government in collaboration with the local government. But politics in Nigeria, we just turn everything to politics, propaganda. We start saying, federal government this, federal government that. But no, these are the people that are supposed to be accountable to the people, the state government and the local government.
So now, for a community that has gotten federal allocation for over 100 million, and was still not able to use it for security, healthcare, roads, and education, how do you think Lagos has been able to, do something different apart from that? I mean, they have gotten money. There was no accountability. Nobody knows how the money was spent. Nobody has a record. In fact, if not for this story that happened, I'm sure that all those figures that were coming out, nobody would have talked about it. But now, how do you think Lagos State has imbibed something different to be accountable to their people and their citizens?
Well, there's one thing about Lagos that people do say, and it's just first about their slogan. It's the center of excellence, and whatever they do, that excellence shows in it. You understand? And sometimes I just look at the fact that is it that Lagos is the only state we have in this country? Because I can tell you categorically that Lagos is the most accountable state in Nigeria. And I'll say it again, and there are facts to back it. Lagos State is the most accountable state in Nigeria. And this is not soothsaying or just to say it on the surface. Now, we are all in this country. We are all in this country. It is only Lagos that everybody knows the name of the governor. Everybody knows the name of their commissioners. Who is the commissioner for environment? People know Tokunbo Wahab. Who is this? People know commissioner for that. Who is the commissioner for transport? People know. Who is the commissioner for agric? Everybody knows her. All right. To the extent that they also know the SSA and media. A lot of people know Gawat. A lot of people know Wale. Those are SSA to the governor. But look around us. Let us even talk about our state that surrounds Lagos, Ogun State, or your state. Can anyone mention the commissioner, their commissioner for environment, their commissioner for works, or their commissioner for agriculture or for education? Or even, okay, let us even tell, can anyone, it's a challenge, just tell us the name of the special assistant on media, or new media, or maybe their CPS, or their commissioner for information. Nobody knows. Whether in Oyo State in you, whether in Ogun State in you, whether in Kwara in you, Ilorin in you, I saw in Ondo State in you, or Osun or Ekiti, we don't know. Because Lagos is at the center of what happens in the country. And that's one. Number two, if you go to budget, the Ministry of Budget, if you go to the Debt Management Office, DMO, you will get the debt profile of Lagos. You will know the budget performance of Lagos. I think last year, it was maybe, I think it's between 80 to 90%. I can't really get the accurate figure. All right, it's out there. Lagos will tell you. Lagos will tell you they generated 1 trillion as revenue. They will tell you they generated 2 trillion as revenue as IGR. Lagos will tell you that it was able to see FDI investment, almost $22 million into the state. Lagos will be open about all this. Okay, that is that about that. Thirdly, Lagos is the only state that will say, okay, every month, every year, we would come out and give accounts of stewardship of what we've been able to do for the year that precedes the new year. For the last 1 year, these are what we've been able to do. So these are what we've been able to do. Lagos will come, the Ministry of Finance will come and tell you how they've been able to spend the money of Lagos. Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning will come and tell you how they've been able to allocate funds to each economic, economic areas in the state. Agric will come and tell you how they've been able to ensure food security in the state. Produce for Lagos, they will tell you about it. We are building food hubs, middle-level food hubs. We are building high-level food hubs. The major level food hubs in Ketu. We are building middle-level food hubs whereby farmers can bring their produce and citizens, residents in Lagos can buy at a low cost. We have in Agege, we have in Mushin, we have in Ibejuleki, we have in a lot of places like that. Okay, so every year they will come around and give you this information. There's one just happened last month where the Ministry of Information will gather all ministries and tell you, come and give accounts. Residents will ask questions, journalists will ask questions, and they are able to do what? To provide whatever information you are looking for. Okay? Now, lastly, but not the least, Lagos State is the only state that will now say, okay, well, let's go online. Let's see how we can speak to our people. That's a program that you do, Ask Lagos, every Tuesday, whereby you have the opportunity to speak to your government. You can ask them questions, you can share ideas, you can offer suggestions and opinions. I've never seen any state, even the federal government, don't do this. I've checked globally, it doesn't happen. Where in the world will you see an average citizen having a one-on-one with their government, with officials of government? You can come, you speak to the Commissioner for Environment. If you have ideas, if you have things that you want to say, okay, let's do it this way, they will ask you to bring the proposal. If you say, okay, I can do this and that, they will tell you, come to our office, let's see how you can, because we don't want to do it alone. So if a state can be doing all this, can be known across the length and breadth of this country, and say that, okay, they are the center of attraction. Whatever happens is all about Lagos. anything happens, it's Lagos. If Lagos sneezes, the whole of the federation catches cold. It is as that way. Okay, so if a state can be doing all this, and for instance, look at their local government. Well, I think was it not 2-3 days ago I was seeing the Bejuleki local government showing the road they are constructing, showing the waste compact truck that they just bought. In Agege, the same thing is happening. In Mushin, same thing is happening. In Ifakojaye, their local government are constructing roads that even a governor in another state cannot do that. There's a particular local council development area in Lagos, that's Orila Agege. Just go to that area. You will see how everywhere in that area is being tagged. Because they have a responsive local government. People can walk into their local government and speak to their representative. They can come to their governor's office and speak to their governor. They can walk to their House of Assembly and speak to their representative. All right? So these are ways in which Lagos have been able to show workings, show results, clear results, and say, okay, come, the resources that we are getting, your tax, okay, these are what is being used for. I'm not saying that they are doing it 100% or they are being accountable 100%. But what I'm saying is that if other states can be doing what I just mentioned, what I just itemized, can be doing all this, I think we would have a country that we can all be proud of. Okay, so that it won't be everything will just be okay, focusing on federal government, focusing on state, focusing on this. That is what I think every other state should emulate about Lagos. To be accountable, to be responsive, to show workings, to show clear results, and tell people that these are what we are using your resources to do.
So before we go, I would like us to touch on this current rally or protest that is going on about Tinubu must go. So I mean, story has it that he's been given opportunity for 3 years, and then in 3 years he has not really done anything remarkable. And so now they want to make him resign and not even go for a second term. They don't want to give him the opportunity to go for a second term. So now, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that we should just still have patience? I mean, we've done 3 years. Should we just have patience till the 4th year and let Nigerians actually vote him out? Or the protest should continue and, you know, let him resign and just leave if they actually win the protest?
For me, I think the most important thing or the most realistic thing to do is just to allow him finish his first term, and Nigerians should say or decide if they don't want him at the ballot. We just have less than, it's not even up to a year now, just in the next 6 months. Election is in January, all right? So someone you've been endured for the past 3 years and a half, 3.5 years, and then 6 months to go.
You want to vote him out?
You know, you want to. So that's just my own opinion.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. You see, all these things we do in this country, we need to first of all understand the kind of world where we are.
Okay.
Then before we now start understanding the kind of country we are.
Okay.
If you protest till Jesus comes back, no government official will resign.
That's true.
See, protests are happening in the US, in the UK. Have you seen Trump resigning?
Yeah.
See, we need to understand all those things. And then at the end of the day, you see then you later allude to the fact that a very dark man, they're going to the defense headquarters.
Yes.
So there are some places you don't go to. So these are things that it's just, to me, I just see it as, they are just chasing clout. And people that are also following them to go and protest, they don't have a job. If you have a business that you are looking to make money, that you are cracking it, you are thinking of how you want to make money, you want to pay salaries of your staff, will you be going out there to say you want to be protesting at night in the morning? No, now. And that's why you see president or maybe some government official will be saying that they are Nigerian lazy youths.
Yeah, lazy youths, and they're not serious.
And that's just because they just, okay now, what has protest been able to achieve for us? There are ways we can protest. There are ways we can tell government, we can engage them. Itemize your demands. Make it known. What I'm expecting from BDM is that, okay, you are top-notch celebrity, people listen to you, you can pull crowd, yes. You have the platform. Itemize your
needs,
the demands of the people.
Yes.
Share it on, like, let everybody see it if it's reasonable, because there are some demands that are not reasonable. Share it. Take it to the defense headquarters. March there, present it to them, engage with them, and give them a reasonable time for them to be able to actualize it. It's not as if you are giving them demand today and say tomorrow we want to see results. No. Give them some time, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks. If they are not done with it after the time has elapses, then you now find a way to do what? To now bring people, engage with people. I tell people, if you protest, you are also infringing on the right of another person that is not protesting. You are blocking the road. You are not allowing right of free movement. Someone that is maybe emergency cases and stuff. I remember during NESAS, they blocked the road. People died in ambulance buses because they could not get to the hospital. If you talk, they will tell you that, are you not part of these people in the country? Is it not affecting you? Because it's not affecting you, that's why you are not. You understand? There are ways we can protect, we can engage government constructively. Look at what Lagos State government did during, they wanted to start back this environmental sanitation, which they've cancelled 10 years ago. They didn't come out and say, okay, well, everybody go home. We want to start environmental. So you have to stay home. No, they engage stakeholders. They reached out to people. They reached out to the unions of transportation. They told them, guys, we don't want you to come out for the next 2-3 hours. So I don't know if there was any concession that they gave to them. But they engaged with them. They went to the market people as well. Market women, market men, tradesmen, artisans. On Saturday, will just give us 2 hours, don't come out. Because they know that if people don't see what to transfer them from one place to the other, people will stay at home. That's transportation. If you don't have somewhere to go, that's market, to go and buy food or other things, you will stay at home. So they were able to look at how they were using wisdom to be able to engage people and say, okay, let's achieve this purpose. I keep telling people that if you want to protest in this country, see how you can go and convince petroleum owners
not to sell fuel.
Things that will affect government, not things that will affect us.
Personally, I feel like there should be a different approach.
Yes, sir. Go and discuss with market women. Things that you know that government will not make money. Not we. Government will not make money because whatever you are doing for money, it will not affect government.
Yes, that's what I think.
The only time that anything happens that affect government was during COVID, where there was no work, anything, no movement, and everything was brought to a halt. We were hearing then that the government were losing 2.2 billion in a day because those are the things that you should think about. Don't go there and go and be shouting. What will happen? You will leave. See, army will stand there, police will stand there. They will be there.
They will give you clear you, and everybody will
go. If you go and convince transport worker unions that please don't work, because those are places where government get their money from.
Areas.
Go and convince people in the private sector, people in the hospitals, don't go to work. Let us see if government will not listen to our demand.
The way teachers union used to do, when they go on strike, they'll just no go, no school, everybody will not, like something like that. I think that's how it works.
At areas where this will pain government, that will affect government, where they will not be able to see money. But you just going there in the night, shouting, making noise, those are not ways to do what, to protest. And like I said, no government is perfect, all right? But in ways and manners in which engagement comes from the citizen, makes it easier for everybody to do what? To be able to be in the same position. Everybody will align because I have a constructive citizen, a citizen that engages me constructively. I also, as a government, will also find a way to get back to them in a way that they will be able to understand these are the policies, these are things we are doing. You can't just come and say, okay, well, today, I'm giving you this, Isioma, this is Gary. The next 2 seconds, you make it a bar. It's not possible. You cannot prepare a bar in the next 2 seconds. You have to first of all boil water. If water did not boil to that enough, you will Gary and
Epa. Get a soup to
Gary and Epa. So those are the things. So there are process to this thing. All right. So for me, I just believe that what we can do is, the man kept saying it. I think to this morning he said, you can criticize me, you can disagree with me, but don't curse your nation. Don't spoil the image of this country because this is the only country we have. All right. He said it, if you don't like him, when the election comes, vote him out. It's not an issue. You can just vote him out.
But you now saying that he should resign, Wike should go, Soyele should go, this one should go. My dear, it's not done anywhere. Nobody will wake up and say they want to resign. It has never happened, and I don't think it will start happening because you are protesting. All right? There are people that have protested in the past. People will protest today. People will still protest tomorrow, because that is what governance is all about. Governance or government to keep coming to come and solve problems. All right? So that is what we are saying. So my own is that we should try as much as possible to see how we can come together and make this nation great and make this state great.
That's it with the conversation for today, and I hope that after viewing all of this, you are able to understand the meaning of accountability from governance and the citizen. It's very important, and also remember that it is a collective effort. It's not one person thing, it's not a federal government thing, it is for the people, local government, everybody needs to come together to make the city worth it. This is Governance Corner by Ask Lagos. My name is Isioma Ojina, and with me is
Kamaldeen Mustafa.
And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.